Hello and welcome to another week at the bungalow. This week we're working on the bathrooms in the upstairs 2 rooms. We're doing the internal walls for those. We're also doing some nogging out of the walls at the top of the staircase. Bricklayer's with us. You won't see much in the way of him, but you'll see his work. So we're starting out with the bathrooms. Standard 100 by 50 timbers, fixed top and bottom. We've already lifted the floor and doubled up the floor joists to support the wall on the underside. And we've also cut the ply out of the way so that we could get those, as you can see, sort of the wall plate at the bottom there. As always, the weather is being kind to us, and so it's raining, but nevertheless. So spirit level, the line going in for the noggins. And this is bedroom 1's bathroom. So it's going to be a shower room, ensuite, whatever you want to call it. We've got a roof light going in the roof space. And then you've got the doors out onto the balcony. Speaking of which, got a drip catch for the internal part of the wall. So this is, we're using 300 wire DPC. Tacking it up onto the woodwork, and then it laps down and goes across the top of the steel just to stop any moisture that may fall down the back of the cavity or the back of the brickwork from sitting on top of the steel. So this is being tacked round and then mastic down onto the steel just to give it a nice close joint before the bricklayer works his way around. So there's a course of brickwork 3 blocks high going around the edge here of the decked area. Pretty box standard. Pretty hot day on this one, so it was squeeging out the old tube pretty well. So once the block work goes on it can press it down nicely, make a nice tight seal. Round onto the other side, exactly the same thing. So there you can see it's stapled to the end of the rafters. Got the blocks ready there for the bricklayer. Then moving inside, lateral restraint going in. He's on the other side of the wall here, just finishing off the gable end block work. So we're just hooking the lateral supports in and then fixing those to the rafters. Cutting off the ends of those on the short piece. The cheeks of the dormer that run down the side there. These of course have to be nogged in, so then they're fixed into the steelwork. So just like this bit, which is the front, we're to do exactly the same on the back. Couple of screws there to hold it in place. Nice and tidy. The job's a good one. Moving into the centre, these are the walls that make up the landing in between the 2 bedrooms. And you can see the timber work there encasing the steel beam that runs down from the ridge. So we have to line both sides of this wall with 12mm ply. Acts against wind loading. There's a tendency to sort of blow either side of the building and just stiffens the whole lot up. So getting the uprights in all the way down into the corner. Next we move on to sorting out the joists underneath the landing. So we've already moved them side by side, roughly 400, I think just a bit less apart. So we've got a nice 2 in between. I think it's 800 in total, so rather than putting 1 in the centre, we've spaced it out so you've got 2 running side by side where most people are going to be walking. Then we're going to nog across and then have another piece of timber down each side to support the ends of the oak flooring that will run through. So the new oak staircase, or the new staircase, will run up and end around about 400 the other side of that internal wall. So there may well be that we have to trim a little bit away to get the sort of top step in, just so that it all fits. Temporary ply going down on top just so we've got a working platform. And then the wall the other side just getting completed. Same again, 100 by 50 uprights and then knocked out. And according to the structural engineer's plans, this one doesn't need to have the ply down each side. Got a small loft space there, you can see just the other side of me. And that'll be accessed through the actual bedroom rather than anywhere else. And then Noggings going in at halfway up, squaring them up. And then staggered either side of the central line. Now we're over in bedroom 2. So exactly the same process. It's the other bathroom. This one's swapped around slightly. So to my left there will be a wardrobe, and then to the right will be the bathroom. Once again, got a shower room, toilet and basin. And that once again is framed out with the 100 by 50 timbers. As always, conflab bricklayer. See what we're doing next and how we're getting things done. Overcoming the problems together. And then here we double up down the rafter. Give us something to fix the uprights to. These, of course, apart from sort of casing out the bathroom, non-structural. And you can see from that tarpaulin flapping around, it's nice and windy. We're battling against the weather as always. Nice 45 on the end. Meaning it meets nicely. Last trim, get it to fit. And she snugs in there nice. So our bricklayer's been busy. It's done the external wall for the balcony, so this will be rendered. Well, when we do the deck on the internal, so when we do the top on that, we'll be building a timber wall inside. He's also finished off the gable ends, so these are the main gable ends. So it's ready for felt and battening. And then along the front edge, let's put the last couple of courses of brickwork in, just to bring us up to rafter height. So we've got the brickwork there just on the lintel, just above the windows. All the way along. Front gable also complete. Insulation in there. So we should be able to get some roofs on shortly. I had a bit of a problem here. After a bit of looking at, we realised that A, we needed to double up on the rafters, and B, the one to this side of the, or the one you're looking at now, is too close to the chimney. So we needed a bit of gap in there. So the whole lot had to come apart. So we stripped it all down, took it all out, so we could get the second rafter in, both sides, and move it slightly away from the chimney. But with that done, she's all back together and tidy. And that was it for another week. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again on the next one.